Hi, everyone. It's been really terrific to see people's level of engagement this week and such thoughtful and insightful comments. It's been really wonderful. It's just been so lovely to see the really incredible people that this group is bringing together. I just feel very thrilled and honored about that. So as someone who specializes in more yin forms of leadership, it's been especially wonderful to see the discussions of Taoism and leadership. My own vision of leadership is strongly informed by Taoism. Be like water, what is soft is strong, what is fluid and soft and yielding will overcome whatever is hard and rigid. And I feel very passionate about transforming our cultural understandings of how leadership is expressed. So I tend to lead through vulnerability and openness, through flexibility and responsiveness and collaboration, through listening and role modeling. And so I tend to lead from behind rather than clamoring for the spotlight, and create containers for other people to shine, and focus on doing good work rather than chasing traditional forms of success. So I have a friend who often reminds me to facilitate what is happening rather than what you think ought to be happening. And so I choose to embrace the natural chaos of life. That's how I lead my choir, which is really the opposite of the colonial, white, middle-class, masculinist models of leadership that we are taught in U.S. society, which are really based on fear and control. And I've also been very inspired by Parker Palmer, that we are not victims of the world, but its co-creators, that we have a choice about what we are going to project, and in that choice, we help to create the world around us, and that leaders are people who must take special responsibility for what is going on inside of ourselves, so that we project more light than shadow, especially since leaders create conditions under which other folks must spend their lives, something that we are currently feeling very strongly right now, living under the rule of shadow leadership in this country. And Parker Palmer says that great leadership comes from people who have made that downward journey through the violence and terror of facing our shadow, and who can help to take other people to that place. And in a nutshell, that's exactly what I do. I take people on that journey because as someone on the wounded healer path, it is a journey that I know intimately well. And it is really what prompted me to start this group, that I was gifted a vision about the rightful role of trans and genderqueer and non-binary folks. And I'm so passionate about us getting our important messages out into the world. And so I am here to illuminate and to help heal whatever it is in each one of us that is blocking our ability to do that with maximum effectiveness. And so, one of the things to contemplate this week, in the midst of reflecting upon the year that has been and the year that will be, is where are you feeling comfortable? So where are you resisting that terror of facing your own shadow and missing out on the incredible gifts that lie on the other side? So our first and most important form of leadership is our leadership in our own lives. And one of the principles of Taoist leadership is, first to get your own life in order. But so often, this very basic form of leadership can feel compromised by the limitations of the world around us, something that we've been talking about in here. And so, living in a world that is not designed for us is uncomfortable. But have we become so accustomed to being uncomfortable that we've grown comfortable with being uncomfortable? And this is something that I just know intimately because it actually took me 11 years to decide to go on hormones. So I definitely understand how it feels to be comfortably uncomfortable. For me, going on hormones, was a complicated decision as a non-binary person. I knew that I wanted a more masculine body, but that I didn't want to be a man. And so I knew that changing my body would likely change every aspect of my relationship to society in ways that would be outside of my control and that would probably be very disturbing to me. And so I waited and waited and waited, denying my own truth and my own happiness. And so, you wouldn't identify as a gender creative person if there wasn't some aspect of your body or your gender assignment at birth that felt uncomfortable to you. And so you are where you are in life currently because you listened to your heart and you took that discomfort seriously and you valued yourself enough to take action. And so where are you currently feeling discomfort about your life that maybe you aren't taking seriously? What is it that you need to listen to and to value enough to take action? So listening to yourself got you this far, but aligning with your great gender and bodily expression, while huge, is really just the first step. And so because of your experience with gender, then you are especially attuned to what alignment feels like. And so what else in your life is feeling out of alignment? Where do you feel not quite your true self? And where have you been telling yourself, oh, yeah, I'll get to that someday? I was really good at that for a lot of years. And so now is really the time to really listen to those inner promptings and to finally address whatever is standing in the way of you finally taking those steps forward that you have been longing for. And so 2018 was a very intense and challenging year. You may have noticed. Oh my goodness. Astrologically, it was all about forcing us to face our shadows, to bring up all of our dysfunctional programming and limiting beliefs and frightened parts of ourselves so that we could see them and take action to heal them and to let them go. And the theme for 2019 that I've been hearing from various astrologers is all about renewal and joy. A lot about creativity and heartfelt expression. And so this year, there will be lots of opportunities to bring forward aspects of yourself that you have been hiding from the world. And this year, you will be invited to consider how you have been suppressing that beautiful, unique voice of yours and what you know, and how you can better exuberantly share what's in your heart. And so this group is a great place to bring that journey. And if you are noticing this arising in you already, there is help available for the journey. Something that I wish I would have had more of for myself. As Taoism teaches us, people who surrender all of their blocks and conflicts experience a free flow of vital energy that generates almost a feeling of invincibility and creates a powerful ripple effect that continually influences the world around us. And so when you feel ready to face and move beyond whatever has been blocking you and holding you back, then private message me and I can get you the same results that I get my clients. So a joyous Kwanzaa to you. Hi to Joy and to Riley. Welcome. This is really a wonderful time this week to honor and celebrate African principles of unity, or the nature of our fundamental unity and interconnectedness. And so I will be with you one more time before we pass through the portal into 2019. And so in the meantime, then have a wonderful experience. Keep posting and engaging with folks in the group. And I look forward to talking with you soon. Thanks.